Yo guys, what's up? Back with another video today. We're going to be playing, no, not playing, story time. Story time, the time that I literally just skipped school, like I just walked out of class once. I literally, so, in the middle of class, there's this one kid. I'm gonna keep him anonymous. I'm just gonna name him, let's name him Ed. Literally, this man was being, like, on my table. So I'm doing my work, right? And he says, bro, why do you do your work so slow? And he's literally on the same question as me, and I'm like, you're on the same question. And he was like, no, I'm not. He finishes the question, he's one question, like, forward of me, and I'm like, you're on the next question. And he's like, yeah, I'm faster than you. And I'm like, mate, you're one question in front of me. You're not smarter than me. The next question is 6. And I was like, no, it's not. It's 7. And I'm like, bruh, 6. I forgot what the question was, but it was obviously 6. It equaled 6. I literally, so have you guys ever had one of those maths books that, like, they, you know, how do I say this? They had, like, the answers to multiplication on the back. And that's basically what my worksheet was. And I looked at the back after I did the question, and it was 6. And this man started annoying me the entire class. For the rest of math and the rest of history, this man was just non-stop talking to me. I literally got in trouble for talking to him, telling him to shut up, because he would non-stop say stuff. And then he made like 2 yo mama jokes, and they started talking trash about my mum. This level of disrespect this man had towards my mother. Like, you don't say stuff about my mother. It doesn't slide. So, you know, I don't pull a 6'9". I just go, yo bro, talk about my mom one more time and I'll show you what talking trash is like. And he was like, oh, okay, scary. So I can walk up to him during recess and I'm like, let's see who's scary now, mate. And he's watching me like, oh, this kid's like, you know, he won't hurt me. He's, you know, he thought I wouldn't touch him. Meanwhile, me, like, I'm just absolutely, like, I'm talking trash about him. His brother is standing there like, bruh. The amount of trash talk I'm saying to him, it's just amazing. Like, I'm surprised he didn't get up and tell me to shut up. Like, I'm like the nice kid in class, but you mess with me, it's not gonna end too well. Like, I'm one of those kids. You can't talk trash about anybody I know. Like, I'm one of those kids. Like, I'm not really, you know, the fighting kid, but, you know, I'm not really that mean kid. Like, if you talk any like thing trash, like, I'll let it slide. If it's like, if I know you're joking, I'll let you slide. But if I know for a fact you're not joking and you do not say you're joking, buddy, the amount of roast I took to this man. And he's just non-stop talking about my mother, and I'm like, bro, is that the only roast you know? And he was like, nah, I got like 50 others, and And he's just sitting there like saying all this stuff, and I'm just sitting there like in silence, like, bruh, ain't gonna faze me. Like, so all he's really doing is just talking trash. So that's like really it, what he's saying. And then I leave in the middle of class because he's annoying me so much. In the middle of literacy, some people call it, I just leave. I didn't even care. I just left class. Like, you could tell me at a million other things and I still wouldn't have gotten that mad. I just walked out of class. Next day, I walk into class again. Teacher's like, where were you yesterday? And I'm like, at home. And she's like, where did you go? And I'm like, office, mate. And she's just sitting there in shock. Like, I just left class without telling nobody. Like, nobody at all. Like, I didn't even say nothing. Like, yesterday, well, it wasn't yesterday, but the day before that, I just packed up all my stuff, grabbed my bag, everything, walked out of class, said bye. Just went. Like, I didn't even care. Like, all I did, like, this kid was not messing around. You could tell me this kid, like, was saying, like, funny little jokes. He was not. He was talking about my mom getting out of hospital because my mom just got out of hospital. She has, like, Crohn's disease and critical, that's what you call it. She has that. And, he was making fun of her for it. And I'll also give you guys a bonus story, if you guys want that. Anyways, if you are still watching, I'm about to give you guys a bonus story. The time I got into a fight at school. In the middle, okay, so I've had a few fights with this one kid. Let's just name him E, okay? Let's name him E, okay? He's probably the bully of the entire school. I'm kind of a bully when you talk smack about anyone. Like, he says in the middle of recess and like while we're lining up to go back to class, what he says probably would get you all mad if you were in my situation. He says, your mum is a, let me just spell, a H-O-E, okay, because I don't want to get, he says, calls my mum a H-O-E, and I'm sitting there, well, standing there, getting my hand into a fist, and I'm like, repeat that, and you better see what this is. And he was like, your mum is a, So all of my friends holding me back, and the thing I say to him is, well, see you after school. And he punches me, smacks me across the face, and I just get, but I literally went full ham on him, punched him in the face, punched him in the neck. I probably shouldn't even be saying all this. Everybody's gonna think I'm a monster. Called self-defense. Alright. I'm a pretty nice guy. But I was just using self-defense. And so, I'm very good at fighting. And soccer. So all he says, and this man has the audacity to grab my soccer ball, to roll it over the fence, and say, haha, now you can't get your ball. And thank God that was my neighbor, who I knew, and she gave me my ball right back. And I was like, huh? Oh, I'm never getting my ball again. And he's just sitting there in silence. It was so funny. It was pretty like mean of me to do that. But like, talking about my mom, bro, like you can't do that. You can't just talk about somebody's mom like that, like, and not like think you're gonna get a punishment. And I'm sitting in the library because the principal got involved in this. Like, at least 5 teachers saw it happen. And all of the teachers were like, oh yeah, we know he started it. And this man, guess what he gets? Guess what the punishment he gets? Nothing! How does this man smack me, talk trash about my mum, and get no punishment? Bro, some schools need to up their game, bro. My mum's getting talked trash at school. And what do? Yeah, it'll be fine. Excuse me? So the next day, my mum rings the school like, he was talking trash about me, like talking smack about my mum. And they're like, oh yeah, we know he just has anger issues. I don't care. I don't care he has anger issues. So do I. So do I. But I don't get that mad. I don't talk trash about people's moms. I'm not like that. I have anger issues. That's why I have a tutor in class. Like I'll get pulled out of class, you know, get taught, and I can talk to the principal. Let's just name the principal Mr. Grow. That's like half of his name. I'm just gonna name him Mr. Grow, okay? He's a pretty chill guy, but when I get into a fight, he's like, Brax, that's not like you. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Like, let him talk trash about my mom? Like, he's too chill towards other kids. Way too chill. Like, he's too chill to like be a good principal. Like, I'm saying he's a good principal. It's just, mate, he needs to work on it. This kid's getting taught trash about, and he's just sitting there like, okay. Like, some schools need to up their game with like the bullying. Like, I know some schools have like no bullying. If you get bullied, then they're gonna tell your parents, and like some kids literally get grounded for the rest of their life for bullying. But in my school, you'll get no punishment, and sometimes you'll only get like 5-10 minutes off recess. That's nothing, bro. And like, in the meanwhile, sometimes they'll get to play freaking Minecraft. They'll get to play Minecraft and do whatever they want. Like, bro, my school needs to up their game. And there's this one kid in my school goes crazy. I'm gonna name him Key. He's actually a very good friend of mine, and he's actually super funny. He is the one who actually helped me during the fight. Like, he helped me cope. And I'm just gonna call him Ethan, because that's not his actual name. Ethan, you know? He walks up to me and says, you're gonna regret this. And I'm like, oh yeah? How? How am I gonna regret this? And he's like, watch your back after school. I call my friend Jay. So I call my friend Jay, everybody. And we're all waiting at school for this man to jump me. And he walks up with his parents, and they're like, why did you kick my son in the nose? And I'm like, huh? Bro, he was talking trash about my mum. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Sit there and let him talk about it? Like, nah. Some schools need to up their game. You know? Like, that's just not on. You know, you've actually got to, some schools need to fix stuff. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. This was just a story time for you guys, just for entertainment purposes. I shall say, don't do that. I nearly got suspended for an entire 6 weeks. Don't do it. Kid got no punishment. The kid who punches you, you never get a punishment. You will. It's freaking bullcrap, some schools. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.